All right, welcome back to It's New. We got a lot of news, so make yourself comfy in your chair. Don't move and just stare at the screen as hard as you can because there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. All right, I'm going to cover a little bit more about the March core update, what it is, what it isn't, and Google testing or leaking out these various AI search options that go beyond AI mode. What do you got for us, Greg?
Google has a healthier dose of health AI.
And Morty?
Can I move now?
No, I'm talking to the listeners, not you. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
Your camera.
Don't tell him that.
Bing just entered the 21st century, and it's embarrassing.
And Anu.
More embarrassing stuff from Bing, but also channel reporting that we're not yet quite satisfied about from Google.
All right. So just a quick note. Not surprised by this. I know we talked about this when the core update was released, but basically Google confirmed that any prior volatility or movements we saw with the Google search results prior to the announcement of the March 2025 core update was not related to that core update. Glenn Gabe, through a Google representative, was the source. I don't know why Google itself is not responding or posting these things, but it went through Glenn Gabe, who I know for sure spoke to somebody at Google, and they basically said, regarding the movement many sites started to see before the core update on March 6th. I reached out to Google about that yesterday to learn more. As I thought, Google explained that the core update was released when the core update was announced. So any movement before that would not be from the March 2025 core update. Yes, Google has movements all the time. We cover them. It's very good to be regular with those movements.
I also have movements all the time, too often.
I was trying to get you set up there. So it's good that Google's regular with those updates, and I cover most of them because people like to be on track to know when Google has their movements. So,
but what can I say? Is it like a coincidence that like every time before a core update, there's volatility? So like, yeah, technically it's not the official rolling of the update, but every time
Google's constantly volatile. And this time, honestly, they weren't so volatile the few days beforehand. I know some people said they were. It wasn't the big volatility before this core update was on like the 6th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th of March.
My mother's also very volatile and she's full of crap. So,
all right. On that, Google somehow leaked like this new AI search drop down. If you were opted into like AI mode, I think you were able to see this for about 30 minutes or so. Tom went ahead and posted about this. He actually messaged me. I'm like, post it on LinkedIn. I'll cover it. And he posted on LinkedIn and basically shared 3 screenshots showing the options in this AI search menu drop down. The first one is AI mode, which some of us have access to if you opt into SGP and you pay for it. But there's other options like Web Guide, Info Sleuth, Q Talk, Med Explainer, Fantasy Sports Research, Smart Kitchen, and so many more options in here. It's pretty wild that this was leaked. I think once Google found out it was leaked, they pulled it as quickly as possible. And they add these, all it does is really add parameters to the URL, so it flips you into that mode. And Tom said the results weren't that drastically different, but he didn't go through all of them because he didn't have time to go through all of them. But some of these are pretty interesting. I know shopping's in there as lowercase because Google just doesn't get shopping right. Sorry, Greg.
Yeah, there are some funny ones in there. Like there was like the Neural Chef or Neural Kitchen or something like that. My favorite though, there's one that just said like motorcycles. Like, what motorcycles? That's the AI.
And it had GIFs. Some of them have like not GIFs, emojis. Like Home Energy Assistant has an emoji. Info Sleuth. Some have emojis on them. This stateful journey, stargaze. So a lot of things in there, even things around Fig slideshows and other super cat prototype. What the heck? Anyway, I'm surprised I didn't catch more attention. I'm surprised other media didn't pick it up, but it's pretty interesting. Greg, what do you got for us?
Well, we should make a petition to replace AI overviews with motorcycles. I think we'd all be happy with that. But Google came out with a post where they had 6 different announcements sort of in the health field. Barry did a good job over on Search Engine Roundtable, kind of distilling down the 3 that could impact marketers the most. The first one is that the AI overviews for health topics are improved. Thank goodness. No more eating rocks or urine. And they said there's health focused advancements on Gemini, and we're going to continue to make these better. Next, they said their knowledge panels for health topics are expanding. So it's Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, starting on mobile. And then they're also having talked about the people also what people suggest feature. So that is supposed to organize different perspectives from online discussions into easy to understand themes. In the example they put out, they even used the old Twitter X logo. So I have a lot of faith in this one. And I took this one just because, has any company ever done such a heel turn in a like vertical, right? Like we heard so much about EAT and then EEAT, and then how it's even more important for YMYL, and it's your money, your life. And we're out here getting actual health recommendations from Reddit by Poopy Pants 69. And it's like, what are we doing? How did we get to this? If you were to take SEO from 2 years ago and bring them into today, get them a time machine, a portal, whatever you got to do, and get into here and look at what is happening, it is wild.
Yeah. I mean, it's totally counterintuitive to what my conversation with the Google executive I had at XMX a few years ago, who gave a very heart revealing like story about how his father had some type of illness. He's fine now, but he depended on Google to give him factual, accurate information. And, Poopy Pants 68, whatever you called him, might be a doctor, but I don't know. I mean, it just seems irregular.
That guy's dad would have been dead.
Yeah. No, he's a doctor, but he's a doctor of love. Just wild stuff.
Why would you start here?
It does
all
make
places. Start with motorcycles.
It does make sense for certain types of queries. Like if you're doing research, somebody has Alzheimer's and you want to go ahead and see how people are reacting to communities reacting to their parents who are on this new, like, I don't know, infusion type of drug that's coming out, to see how they're acting. Fine. There's no real studies on that right now. So if you want to see how people are, responding to like a new type of medication that just came out, maybe. But, in terms of like, some not being regular, you could, things could be like anything from cancer to like, eating a bad fruit or something. So it's kind of scary that what people suggest. I mean, these are people suggesting things. You don't have to take it for truth, but I don't know. Previously, they had something called Ask a Doctor, which is a little bit nicer. I'm surprised they didn't launch that. So
yeah. And speaking of something else scary here, there was Sachin Patel spotted the AI overviews showing up mid SERP. So he did a search for SEO news, saw Search Engine Land. I don't know why Search Engine Roundtable is not there, but I saw Search Engine Journal, and then it got to an AI overview there, and it's in the middle of the SERPs. Again, I feel like if you're trying to train people to use a product, you make it consistent. And when things aren't consistent, people get confused. I am not the brand guy. Morty's the brand guy, but this seems
just do whatever Google does.
I just want AI mode to be here and just be like, stop messing these SERPs up. Google, you have a competitive advantage with real SERPs. Let people have the choice. Flip back to AI mode and just be consistent.
Right. Two things. One is Search Roundtable is there. It's the first result. And since the first result's not in the middle of the page, you don't see it in the screenshot.
Oh, mic drop.
Wow. Yeah. And two, it's also make a claim. Like AI overviews, like the overview should be at the top. It shouldn't be in the middle. You're looking for an overview at the top. But whatever. All right, Morty, let's talk about some groundbreaking stuff from Bing.
Oh, it's really novel stuff. I mean, Google, watch your back. Here comes comparison data in Bing Webmaster Tools. Now you can compare previous period data, which you could have done in pretty much any tool ever since the 1800s. But now you can do it in Bing Webmaster Tool.
I welcome it.
Yes, You know what else is welcoming? When you go into Bing Webmaster Tools and you want to get insights about how you can improve, you can now ask their Copilot inside of Webmaster Tools, hey, how do I do better SEO and make my site better? And it'll give you a whole bunch of generic advice back about responsive design and whatever SEO stuff you want, which is what I'm looking at in the screenshot from Barry Shorts, also known as Rusty Clicks over on YouTube. I said YouTube, not YouTube.
So the news here is that it's fully rolled out to anybody who wants to play with it.
Great.
Outside, it was previously available. It's, I don't know. It is what it is.
Create evergreen content. Develop content that remains relevant over time.
Yeah. It's not the best, but you probably get the same advice from most SEOs you hire. So,
well, at least you can compare the data year like period over period now when you implement these changes.
Yeah. Anyway, other things from Bing. What do we got new?
So yeah, Bing went a bit wild. Someone spotted the fact that the whole SERP was like 80% ads, if not 90% ads. So yeah, that's something interesting. I don't know. Barry, have you tried today? Today I've not seen that anymore. Yesterday I was able to replicate it. Today, not able to anymore. So maybe they've caught on that, and it was just loads of ads with all fully site links and all that, big, all taking over the real estate of that. So yeah,
Pay the bills for all this AI.
yeah, right.
They had that compare feature. It's not going to pay for itself. So
No, no. So yeah, Bing, look out for that. And then also moving to Google, Greg Kohler saw the the release that that Google announced in January about demand gen campaigns having channel control. You're able to specify which channels, especially like of course YouTube or Discover, Gmail, where you want your ads to be showing for demand gen. But in reporting, you can't actually see the performance data by the different channels, still just aggregated on the Google owned channel. So yeah, Greg says that they're not going to quite implement that yet because what's the point of being able to choose the channel? You can't really see the reporting data for the channel that you've chosen. So yeah, still waiting for a proper rollout for that one from Google. Pretty soon.
awesome. Well, very good. Thanks so much for covering. Sorry, a little
One
bit
thing.
long. Yeah.
One thing.
Go.
I know we're long. I got a box here. Barry, is this from you?
I don't know.
Can I do an unboxing?
Please, let's do that.
This is a YouTube channel. It's what we do. We unbox.
Unbox.
Okay, so somebody opened it here because it just came to Cypress North, but it was on my desk, so I just flipped it over.
What is going on?
Some weird
right
case.
now?
Is this gonna blow me up if I open this up?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like a
What
man
is
bag to me.
Oh my gosh.
Is that we give it a briefcase? Oh my god.
Proper briefcase.
A proper briefcase.
National at Tirende, who always makes fun of me on YouTube.
Oh, Barry.
This needs to come to SMA.
That's good. That is so
There you go.
Amazing.
Now on, you're using that. I'm going to see you at Google I/O. You're walking around Google I/O with that.
I am not taking that on an airplane. There's no chance.
Why?
You should go on there and have nothing in it and handcuff it to yourself.
Yes, absolutely yes.
All right, I love it.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
This is mental.
I'll be at Google Search Central Live, New York City tomorrow. So Greg will be handling this. Hopefully, I'll be able to dial in from the car. So I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.